Hello, welcome to one more session with Yoga and Science. We're gonna have a about 30-minute class. Mm, always taking care of those hips and those low backs and the knees and the necks, especially for the people who is always sit on a chair, working on computers, or sit for many hours on a desk or in the office, at home, eating, watching TV, whatever. So we're gonna start very gently, getting a comfortable position, always using a bolster, and yeah, sit on top of the bolster so you can gently rest your sit bones, your ischiums on top of the bolster. The knees should be relaxed. Maybe uh, sometimes it's comfortable to place the heels underneath the legs, crossing the legs a little bit if you're not able to bring the legs all the way down. I like to remove a little bit the calf and the thigh from each other so the knee is more comfortable when it flexes. And always placing the pelvis on top of something so it's more free. So the pelvis can do this movement, what we call tilting back and tilting forward. So when the bony part on front of your pelvis goes forward, that's tilting forward, and the low back arches a little bit. And when it tilts back, the low back arch on the other direction, so it curves, and the other way, it lower doses. There's a lower doses on your low back. Resting your arms on top of your knees, relaxing your arms and your shoulders, keeping the back flat and straight. Starting to connect with your breath. Start inhaling and exhaling for release. Maybe choosing one mudra, placing both hands on top of your knees, maybe with the palms facing up, maybe with the palms facing down, with the index and the thumb together, very gently resting the hands on your legs. Just focusing on your breath, observing your belly going in and out, the exhales and the inhales. Observing as well what's happening around you, where are those noises coming from, the wind, people talking, the movement of the leaves, your own voice. Find a way to breathe where you cannot even hear yourself. A very soft way of breathing in and breathing out. Be very gentle to stay in these positions as long as you want. For starting the class, it's always good to connect and stop the brain and activate the mind. And to relax the muscles, to start gently moving them, gently stretching them, gently strengthening them, and gently relaxing them back again. Bring your hands in front of your chest in Anjali Mudra, showing respect and connecting with yourself. Taking a deep inhale and exhale to release. And another deep inhale for a big all together. Inhale. Very gently putting a smile on your lips, a smile in your heart, observing your heartbeat, observing your breath rhythm. Trying to rest your jaw, your tongue, your neck, your shoulders, whole back, low back, the belly. Feeling the support on your ischiums, on your seat bones, on your legs. You can gently remove the arms, placing the hands again a little bit in front of you, in front of your knees, changing the position and dropping the weight of the body forward, resting the arms and the head forward very gently, coming back. Inhaling and bringing the arms behind you, opening the chest, very gently bringing the chin up, opening the mouth, relaxing the jaw, and stretching and opening the front part of your torso. Gently bringing the head back again. I'm going to drop the weight of the body a little bit towards my right, it might be your left. Lifting up the arm to the sky, the shoulder underneath, gently resting. Elbow if you need to flex. If you need to open the arm a little bit more, use your fingertips to start warming up those wrists and those forearms. Very gently dropping the weight of the body to the other side, feeling the stretch on the upper side. Stretching your lats, bringing some action to the inside, to the lats on the other side. Relaxing your shoulders, your deltoid is completely relaxed, your trapezius should be completely relaxed, the neck is free, the jaw is relaxed, there's no tension on the jaw, there's no compression on the neck. Very gently taking a little twist, very gentle twist towards one side and gently going to the other side. We'll go back to center, we start stretching our legs a little bit, feeling the release on the knees. Some people is kind of very struggling to be on those positions. The knees are compressing a lot. There's a lot of tension there because of the compression on the thumb, on the thighs and the calves. So flexing the knees a little bit, just letting the pelvis again. Remember to keep the pelvis free, to feel back and forward so we're not struggling here. But the people that is very flexible, it's not either in these other positions or it's a little bit too open and maybe the low back is a little bit too weak to keep a balanced and neutral position for the pelvis to be straight. So keeping the knees flexed, doing more or less the same movements we were doing before, resting your arms with the palms facing up, feeling the stretch on the back of the knee and the hamstrings, relaxing the neck, gently pushing back and opening the chest, opening the heart, strengthening with the mouth, opening, just dropping the weight of the body to one side, maybe stretching both legs, maybe keeping it flexed, then gently going to the other side. Very gentle flow. You can also play any music you want. I don't play music, so each one has its own soundtrack on the back. Very gently turning to the other side. And gently bringing it back to center. Flexing the knees a little bit more, pushing a little bit with both hands, opening the chest, getting into Malasana and bringing your arms in front of the knees. Maybe still with the hands in a mudra. When the palms are facing up, that's called Chin Mudra. When the palms are facing down, that's called Jana Mudra. With a long neck, free toes, a very gentle push with the arms towards the knees, towards the legs, opening the hips. Very gently again, dropping the weight of the body forward. And then gently coming back. Pushing a little bit with both feet and both hands, lifting up the pelvis, dropping the head back, opening the jaw, opening the mouth. Gently going back to center and dropping the weight of the body to one side. Dropping the weight of the body, of the pelvis down, and gently going to the other side. Bringing the right arm or the left arm in front of the same knee, pushing back and lifting up the other arm free, with the neck relaxed, with the shoulder underneath completely relaxed and open. You need to let all this area on your neck free so the blood can reach your brain and bring some oxygen, and you don't have any compression on your neck, so we can be free of headaches. Just very gently flexing your head down, extending your knees, keeping the knees flexed, and keeping, very important, both palms, the whole palm. And make sure you're not straggling there. You're just resting with your palms on the mat. The knees flex. Resting down again in Malasana. And again pushing, maybe extending the knees if you're flexible enough and you don't feel too much compression or too much tension on your hamstrings, on the back of the leg. And gently flexing down. And very gently dropping the knees down. Maybe you want to keep the bolster where it is and get into an all four. In this all four, we're going to tilt the pelvis back and forward. Remember, tilting forward, tilting back, tilting forward, tilting back. So when I get into a cow pose, tilting forward, tilting back, opening the space on the front, from the pubis all the way to the mastoid, all the way up on the yaw, and then opening the space from the back of the head, occipital, all the way down to the coccyx. Stretching those erector spinae, all these muscles, little muscles and long muscles, going all the way up from the pelvis to the rib cage and the vertebrae. Doing free the pelvis. Again, maybe doing some free movements for the pelvis, maybe for the shoulders and the shoulder blades and your head. And very gently sitting down on your heels, keeping the shoulders down, the elbows a little bit flexed, a little bit of pushing with the fingertips, lifting up the palms to bring some action to the wrists, warming up those wrists, warming up the forearm, the triceps, the lats, and the serratus. Very important muscle to keep the shoulders in the right place. Don't bring your shoulders back. Keep them a little bit forward and down. Long neck, you got to move the neck down, lift it up. Keep the chin down. Feel the lengthening from the throne all the way down to the sacrum and the coccyx. Let the weight of the body a little bit on your fingertips. Change the position of your toes. Cracking the toes in. Dropping a little bit of the weight on your palms and then pushing down, dropping the weight as well on your toes and your palms, and the knees coming up. Maybe the knees want to come down. Using a bolster, maybe for your knees. I don't like to use the mat, as you know, so I'm comfortable. I like to be in touch with nature, especially here in India, where these floors are made of mat. Sometimes the wood. So pushing down, warming up the front part of your body, and very gently going all the way down. Maybe you want to remove the bolster and go all the way down, resting in a child pose. Inhaling, dropping the shoulder blades to the side, relaxing the shoulders, and lifting up the arms with the palms facing up so we don't keep the shoulders in. Open the chest. You don't have to bring your shoulder blades all the way back. Open the space between the shoulder blades. Keep the back flat and straight. The head aligned with the rest of the back. Both arms going forward. Pushing down with the palms, pushing down with the toes. And once more, going all the way down. And exhale, coming up. Engaging those muscles on the back. And now engaging those muscles on the front, the core, quads, psoas. Pushing a little bit harder and coming up with the pelvis towards the sky. The knees a little bit flexed, the heels up. Be careful though, not sink all the way down. Try to stay aligned with the shoulders and with the arms. Maybe you want to pedal your legs, getting into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Perro boca abajo. Feels good to stretch your calves and your soleus, hamstrings a little bit, feeling the opening on the back, maybe feeling the opening on the chest. Some of you are flexible enough and you can go all the way down and you don't feel much stretch on your arms, but mostly everyone feels the stretch on the calves and the soleus. The soleus is underneath the calves, very important muscle. Dropping the knees down very gently, getting into an all four again, tilting the pelvis forward, bringing the chin up, inhaling, and turning around. So at the mukha, towards the camera, inhaling all the way up, maybe pedaling the legs, dropping the pelvis to one side, dropping the pelvis to the other side, and gently bringing right leg forward, bringing the left leg back, holding the position up there to stretch the left hip or the right hip, the one that you have the leg back, feeling the opening on this hip, feeling the stretch on the psoas, feeling the weight going to one side and the other, very gently pushing and coming into plank, strengthening a little bit on the front, bringing the other leg forward, keeping the torso up, don't go down yet, just stay up there. Very gently going back again to plank, strengthening those arms and core. Don't allow the pelvis to sink down and do not lift it up either. Something in between. The pelvis is not tilting forward, it's not tilt back, it's neutral, and the arms are not pushing far forward. They're not all the way back, they're also neutral to keep a very flat and aligned position for your back from the heels all the way up to the front. Flexing the knees again, bringing your right or your left leg forward, dropping the pelvis a little bit down. A lot of wind in India. It's wind in Goa. So there's a lot of leaves and things falling down, sometimes coconuts. I'm very gently flexing back, the knee on the back, extending the other leg, dropping the weight of the body forward, very gently getting into a low lunge, opening the hip. You're gonna work a lot on these movements, strengthening and opening the hips, stretching the glutes as well, adductors, abductors. You feel free on the low back. I'm very gently lifting up the back knee, staying strong and still. Maybe you wanna come a little bit farther up, using the other arm pushing towards your knee and opening the whole side of your body, whole left side of your body, on your right. Feeling the stretch from the fingers to the toes and gently bringing it down, changing to the other leg, stepping back, getting into plank, stepping forward, the knee goes down and it goes up. And then again, and coming up. You might want to also stretch all the way up on this side in a low lunge. Maybe bringing the leg back again and bringing it forward, using the other arm to push and lift up the same arm from the same side of the leg you have all the way back. And very gently bringing it back again to center, getting into plank and resting, keeping breathe on the pelvis, sitting on your heels, resting a little bit. See how we are a little bit higher than before. We're not all the way sitting down. Now the hips are more open. So you're welcome to go back a little bit to even open more, stretch those squats. If you want to push down with your hands and lift up the pelvis away from your heels, go ahead and lift it up very gently, being very nice and gentle with the low back. I'm going to do it from the other side. From here, I push all the way back and I lift the pelvis, open the chest. Look at my fingers are a little bit pointing out. I'm not rolling my shoulders in. I'm not bringing my palms, my fingers forward. I can't do that, but I have to be very aware that if I do this, I keep the chest open. What I don't want you to do is stay there and roll the shoulders forward. That's why I open my fingers a little bit. I turn my shoulders, I rotate them out, and then the chest goes automatically open. Relaxing the jaw, opening the mouth, and coming back again. Look at my toes. They are all the way down on the mat. I'm stretching my fascia plantaris, those muscles, that fascia that is on the arch of the foot. So important when we walk, and also for the people who run a lot, and the people who also have wears a lot of high heels. Good. Coming up from here, again getting into Malasana, pushing a little bit towards your hands, with your hands towards your knees, pushing back towards your hand with the back of the head, pushing back with the arm on the knee, changing to the other side to bring some action to the muscles on the back. Take a deep inhale. And then on the next exhale, you're going to push back down again, stand your knees, bring the legs a little bit coming in, a little bit parallel to each other. Halfway, bringing the tip of the fingers down on the mat. Keep the back flat and straight, completely flat. But make sure you're not rounding a little bit, not even a little bit. So you have to go all the way down until you reach down on the floor. Keeping the action on your legs, on your quads, and your glutes, and the back, and the arms, opening the arms with the thumbs pointing up and the palms facing forward. You're going to start coming up, going all the way up. Inhaling and opening the chest and dropping the weight of the body a little bit towards your heels. So from here we'll go a little bit back toward the heels. Feeling the action on the front part of your body. The toes are free, fingers are free, and the core is engaged. Both hands in front of your chest. Resting a little bit, feeling the action on your feet. Feeling the relaxation on your back, the opening of the hips. Resting your hands on your chest, feeling your heart and your breath. And maybe from this position, from Tadasana, you want to choose an intention for your class. Why are you here today? Why are you practicing yoga? Is this for doing some stretching exercise? It could be. Maybe you want to go a little bit farther forward than that and put a real intention for your personal life, for your emotions, for your goals, for your needs, for your obsessions, something that you want to work on with you, and you want to take it physical, and you want to then work on your bodies and transform your body to transform your personal life. So choose anything you want. So having clear the intention for the class, what you want to work on, with a calm breath, feeling support on your feet, maybe playing a little bit with the weight of the body to one side or the other, a little bit to the heels, a little bit to the toes, lengthening the spine, growing from the crown, taking a deep inhale, opening your eyes, bringing your arms all the way up to the sky, inhaling, relaxing the shoulders, dropping the shoulders down, opening the chest and the heart, exhaling, going all the way down in Uttanasana. Inhaling for halfway. On the next exhale, drop your hands down. Gonna step back a little bit with both legs, getting into plank. Maybe knees, chest, chin, or maybe you wanna go down with Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling into maybe a little cobra, or going a little bit higher to Adho Mukha. Opening the mouth, releasing the tension in the jaw, and exhaling to go up to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Taking a deep inhale, bringing the right leg up, and stepping between your hands, dropping the chin down, dropping the knee down, and bringing your arms all the way up towards the sky. Inhale. On the next exhale, pushing with the right foot, pushing down with the left foot, and getting into high lunge. On the next inhale, you're going to open your arms, dropping the left heel down, and relaxing your arms at the level of the shoulders, looking towards the camera, looking towards the right side, lengthening the spine, getting towards you. Inhale and bringing the right arm up all the way, very gently dropping the left arm on the left knee. Open the space on the right side of your body. Maybe bring in your left hand all the way to the right thigh. Exhaling and dropping the right elbow on the right knee. Relaxing the shoulders, removing the shoulders away from the ears. Changing the position a little bit so you can see the line that is being used in between your feet and your toes. And between your feet, sorry, and your hands. Maybe you want to reach down with the hand all the way to the floor. Maybe you want to bring the hand behind the foot. The arm might be pointing up to the sky, or maybe making this line. On the next exhale, dropping the left hand down, getting again into a low lunge. Maybe you want to flex your knee a little bit and grab your left foot with the right hand, twisting a little bit. Taking a deep inhale, releasing the hand and going down, getting into lizard pose. Relaxing the neck and the chest. Maybe you want to change the position of the back leg and lift up the left knee. Inhaling, lengthening the spine from the crown and the opposite force, pulling from the heel back. Taking a deep inhale, coming up. And exhale, sitting on your sit bones, bringing the right heel towards the pubis, lengthening the spine with the left toes pointing up towards the ceiling, opening your arms and dropping the weight of the body gently to the left. Think about opening the right arm. Think about opening the chest all the way up there. Don't worry about going down towards the legs. Just worry about opening the chest, being nice with the low back. Try not to close the space. Try not to get it into these positions so you're not trying to reach there with the back round. You're trying to open. You're not trying, you're doing it, or you're not doing it. So either you're here and open to here, or you are all the way down, always with the chest open, with the back straight up flat. Inhaling and bringing the left leg, getting into butterfly. Pulling from the feet, using those hands and those arms to lengthen the spine, to bring the shoulders back, to lengthen and grow from the crown, feeling the sit bones down on the mat. Inhaling. On the next exhale, bringing your hands behind you and lifting up the pelvis a little bit, opening the chest, dropping the head back and bringing the chin all the way up, releasing the tension on the jaw, changing the position of your feet and your hips to get into Malasana, opening the chest, pushing back, always bringing some strength to the back of the elbow of the shoulder to keep the back flat and straight and aligned with the head. If you don't reach with the heels all the way down, open your legs, open your feet as much as you need to until the heels go down, or maybe placing the bolster underneath the heels helps to get into this position in a way more comfortable. Bringing your hands maybe in Anjali Mudra, taking a deep inhale. On the next exhale, bringing your hands all the way back again, maybe kicking the bolster back, getting into plank, to get into your own vinyasa, flexing and bringing your chest all the way up to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, and inhaling, going all the way up to Adho Mukha. Changing to the other side and pedaling your legs a little bit. One heel goes up, so the other heel goes up, pressing one knee and the other. Stepping forward with the left foot, dropping the knee down and bringing both arms all the way up to the sky. Inhaling on the next exhale, pushing down with the right foot, pushing down with the left foot, getting into high lunge. On the next exhale or inhale, you choose, you drop the arms to the level of the shoulders, looking towards the left side. Taking a deep inhale. On the next exhale, bringing the left arm all the way up to the sky, dropping the right arm on the right knee. Exhale, maybe dropping the left elbow down on the left knee, on the left thigh. Maybe going all the way down. Maybe going behind the foot. And dropping the weight of the body towards the floor and going down to the low lunge again. From here, going all the way down to lizard. Bringing the leg up and down maybe, or just staying down there. And from here, you're gonna open and you're gonna sit and go to the other side. Remember to bring the left heel all the way towards the pubis. Open both arms and the chest. And very gently dropping the right arm towards the right leg. Bringing the left arm up. Remember not to close and don't think about reaching with your ear or your nose towards the knee. But think about opening the space on this side to open and feel the stretch on the left side of your body, all the way from the fingers to the pelvis, releasing the tension and the compression on the hips, feeling the stretch on the low back. Beautiful stretch also for your hamstrings, the inner thighs, and all the core on the left side. QL, rectus spinae, lats. Bringing the right leg back again to center. Bringing the heels all the way towards the pubis. Bringing the chest forward, the shoulders down, shoulders away from the ears, opening all the way up. Bringing your hands behind you, lifting and pushing. Opening the chest. Again, keeping the pelvis free. And opening your feet and your hips to go back again to Malasana. Maybe in a Chin Mudra, or maybe in Jani Mudra. Anjali Mudra, sorry. From here, you're gonna go down again to plank. Maybe jumping back and getting into plank. Maybe flexing your arms and getting on your Om Vinyasa, going all the way up, inhale. And exhale, going all the way up to Adho Mukha. Maybe using your fingertips to release a little bit the tension and the compression on your wrists. Pedaling your legs. Deep inhale. The right leg goes up. Be careful not to kick anything behind you. Flexing the right knee all the way up. And on the next exhale, dropping the right knee down on the mat. We just forgot this asana on the other side, on this side. So we're doing the pigeon here. So take a little twist here. Be careful with the low back. And then coming down here, dropping the weight all the way forward, relaxing the head, chest, the shoulders. Coming up, pushing, bringing the right leg back, and going all the way up towards the sky, flexing the right knee, maybe getting into a wild thing, opening the chest, taking a deep inhale. On the next exhale, you want to go to side plank, and relaxed. Maybe looking up towards the sky, inhaling, maybe stepping forward in the start pose. Take a deep inhale and bring the right arm down again and getting into plank, flexing both elbows and pushing. And going all the way up to Adho Mukha. To go to the other side, we're going to bring the left leg up again, flexing the left knee. We're going to get in this position. So as far as we did this asana before on this side, we're still going to do it. Just to compensate, just remember to do the pigeon on the other side. And release the leg. Very gently going down, releasing the tension, releasing the weight of the body all the way down on the mat. Bring your arms forward, coming up again. Pushing and coming with the left leg all the way up, flexing the left knee, dropping the left foot all the way down to get into Wadasana. Inhaling and opening the chest, pushing down with the right hand, with the right foot and the left foot down on the mat. Exhale, getting into side plank. Maybe one foot on top of the other. Maybe the left foot comes up. Maybe the left foot and the left leg goes forward to get into an easier side plank. We call it start pose. And bringing both hands down again towards the mat. Getting into your own vinyasa, pushing and lifting up. And exhale, going all the way up to Adho Mukha. Inhale and exhale, flexing both knees. Flexing both knees maybe and extending both knees at the same time, bringing the heels up. And rolling to go down to an all-four, getting into cat-cow pose. From here, changing the position and bringing both arms all the way up, maybe to get into a camel, maybe with one hand, lifting up one arm, maybe on the other side. Or maybe you want to go for both hands, reaching the heels. If you flex your ankles, it's going to be much easier because the heels are higher, so it's going to be easier to reach down. Open the chest, open the mouth, open your heart. Or maybe you want to go for one side, relaxing the shoulder, relaxing the arm. Feeling the support on your feet and your knees, and also the support on your heels with the hand. It feels different to stretch only one side and stretching both sides at the same time. On the next exhale, bringing your hands all the way down, maybe pushing a little bit to strengthen a little bit the core and the quads and the arms. And falling down again into child pose with the hands on the sides of your feet to relax the shoulders, allow the shoulder blades to fall to the sides. There's a little difference between doing a child pose here and a child pose up there. So it's a little bit more stressful for the shoulders, especially because we keep bringing the arms constantly up in all the positions, Trikonasana, wherever. And then when we go down to relax, to really release, it's way more relaxing to allow the shoulders to fall down and release the tension in between your shoulder blades. Release also the tension between the shoulders and the ear. So you choose also the arms on the sides is always nice. Taking a deep inhale, coming up again into an all four. Changing the position of the right foot. Getting into a kind of pigeon with the right hip rotated out and the left hip rotated in. Making a little twist more towards the right. On the next exhale, we're just going to change the position of the legs. Closing the right hip and opening the left. Twisting a little bit more towards the left. Coming back again to the right side and bringing the left leg all the way back. Pushing and bringing everything all the way up towards the sky, getting into a three-leg downward facing dog. On the next exhale, bringing your right knee towards the right arm and exhale to lift it up all the way. Inhale again. Exhale, twisting all the way to the other side, getting a little bit of strength for your core and lifting up the right leg. Maybe the right knee wants to reach the nose and the nose wants to reach the right knee and head it back to plank. Taking a deep inhale and on the next exhale maybe getting into a side plank. If you cannot do that, you can drop the foot down if you want to challenge yourself a little bit. Lift up the right leg, smile a little bit, look up to the sky and thank this beautiful weather and this beautiful place in Ashiyana in Goa. And bringing the right leg all the way up and going all the way, getting into your own vinyasa. Be careful with the shoulder blades, be careful with the shoulders, keep them there, strong. Chaturanga going all the way up. Be nice with the low back. Observe the knees are not falling down, the thighs are not down, my shoulders are far away from my ears. Shoulder blades open, lengthening the spine. The core is a little bit engaged, so you protect the tension and you open the space on the low back. So there's no drop in here. There's not these positions. Everything is engaged. From the toes all the way to your fingers. All the way to your core, and the pubis. To all the abdomen. And coming all the way up. Let's see if I remember what I just did. Because I talked too much. And bringing the left knee towards the left elbow. The left leg goes all the way up. Left knee towards the right arm. And all the way up. Let's give a little kiss to your left knee. And lift up the left leg again up. And on the next exhale, I can remember what I did. So we're gonna drop the foot down, the leg down, getting into pigeon, lengthening the spine. And we're gonna go, yes, to the side plank here. Maybe you wanna change the position a little bit and observe from this perspective. Maybe with the foot down, opening the chest. And from here, coming back again. And going all the way up towards the ceiling. I almost killed the goddess. And bringing the left leg down, getting into your own vinyasa, maybe knees testing if you're gonna make it easier. I'm pushing all the way up. Look at my feet are down on the floor. My hands are down on the floor. And I change the weight of the body to one side and the other. And exhale to go back again to child pose. Relaxing your wrists a little bit. Bringing the torso up. Resting a little bit. Sitting on your heels. Dropping the weight of the body a little bit towards the left side. Sitting on your left hip, your left hip. Opening the hips. Again, maybe you want to use your posture and you want to be more comfortable here. Pelvis is going to be more free. Important the pelvis is free to feel back and forward. No matter where the hips are open, you want to keep this pelvis free. So the low back is flat and straight. It's not all the way hyperlordosis, or it's not rounded and you're struggling here. If you need to get higher, get higher. Put another posture or put a brick underneath. Stay with the legs and the hips open. The toes pointing up. Taking a deep inhale. Maybe you want to reach down with both hands. And the shoulders down and the chest forward. The chin goes down to open the space on the neck, lengthen the spine. Maybe you want to challenge yourself and go down to reach with the elbows all the way on the floor. And maybe you want to go all the way down and reach with the chest. Maybe you want to reach your toes, maybe not. Do whatever you need to do and do as much as you feel comfortable to do. Maybe you just want to stay here. Maybe you want to reach up with the arms towards the sky. On the next exhale, as I always like to do, pushing down with the hands, the pelvis is more free. Taking a deep inhale, I'm going to remove the bolster from underneath my ischions, my butt, and I'm going to grab the big toes with the pitch fingers and come up and lifting up my torso, lengthening, smiling, opening the chest. Strong pose, but at the same time very relaxing. A little flexion on your elbows. If you need to flex your knees a little bit, it's okay to flex your knees a little bit. Okay, you don't have to be all the way out. Just feel comfortable in the position. We're almost there, so don't worry. Last sequence. Relax the shoulders down, lengthen the spine. Take a deep inhale. Maybe you want to bring your legs together, holding the balance up there. Finishing this lovely sequence, a little bit demanding, but strong. Work on it and practice it. Taking a deep inhale. Maybe you want to come a little bit further up with your legs. Maybe doing it from here. You can check what is happening. Maybe you want to be from here, go and pull a little bit more. And get into Paschimottanasana up there. Maybe you want to bring your legs even closer. And if you're not ready for that, you can flex your knees to get into Navasana. Lengthening the spine, opening the chest. Maybe bringing your legs all the way up if you want to challenge yourself. Taking a deep inhale. And on the next exhale, you're going to twist. And you're going to flex your knees. So we're here. Flex the knees. Bringing your legs into a comfortable seat position. Maybe if you feel comfortable with one leg in front of the other, go for it. If you feel comfortable with a half lotus, half Padmasana, also go for it. Taking a deep inhale, opening the chest. Exhaling and maybe dropping the weight of the body forward. If you feel comfortable, maybe the elbows down, the forearm, and pushing and lifting up the torso. Lengthening the spine a little bit. We're not going to do more twists here. We're going to protect the low back a little bit. Just going to change the position of the legs. The left leg goes on top of the right, or maybe the left leg goes in front of the right if you were here. So just try to balance the pose on both sides. Same thing. Feeling the sit bones down on the mat, relaxing the chest forward. Coming up. Just to feel a stretch on the low back and the glutes. The hips open. Taking a deep inhale. And a long exhale. Feeling the changes on your body and in your breath, the class, a little practice, calming your breath, finding a stillness in your body but also in your mind. Go back to yourself. Connecting your mind with your body through your breath. Remembering the intention you have for your class, the one that you've chosen for your class, what you want to work on, what you've been working on. Don't worry, you have the video on YouTube so you can watch it as many times as you feel like. And maybe you want to work on different things on different classes, on different times that you practice it. Taking a deep inhale, bringing your arms all the way back, opening the chest, lengthening the spine, changing the position of the legs to get into Savasana, resting your body all the way down on the mat, extending your knees, the palms facing up, relaxing your shoulders. If you have some low back problems and you don't feel comfortable while you're lying down, You can stick a bolster underneath your legs, underneath your knees, resting over there. If not, just remove it. Stay in here for as long as you want. You can also pause the video and just stay in Savasana before we close the class. Taking deep inhale and coming into a fetus position. Maybe you want to use the bolster and keep the bolster in between your knees, in between your legs. Rest in here. Maybe you want to go all the way up and grab the bolster like a koala. Same thing, you're going to rest here for longer. Pause the video and stay there. And then gently pushing, relaxing the head is the last part of the body that comes up. You might want to go back again, sit on the bolster. Same thing with the legs, one leg on top of the other. Remember that all the asana practice has the purpose, the meaning to get into lotus position, into Padmasana, and meditate for years, maybe for your whole life, or maybe just for a few minutes. Just allowing the body, the physical body, to rest, to drop, let go, using every exhale. Feeling the support on your sit bones, feeling the support in your legs, the back long, straight. Kundalini energy, the spinal cord, going up and down, your nervous system, Sushumna channel, going all the way up through the fontanella towards the sky. Bringing lots of awareness to your mudra with the index and the thumb together, one for individual consciousness and the thumb for supreme consciousness when they get together. That's union, that's yoga. Bringing the awareness of the connection of your fingers from the right side of your body being controlled by the left side of your brain, all the way up through the arm, your brain, your nervous system, to the left side of your body, your arm, your shoulder, your elbow, your forearm, your hands, your fingers. Being controlled by the right side of your brain. Bringing awareness and wisdom to your life, to your practice. Inhaling and exhaling very gently. Bringing your arms, your hands together in front of your chest, putting a smile on your lips, thanking yourself for your practice, for your effort, for your constancy. Observing the calm on your breath, remember the intention of your class. Keep smiling to yourself, put a smile in your heart. Set up a beautiful intention that you want to share with the ones you love, with the people that you think needs your help or your support or your company. Keep shining and smiling and taking your practice out of the mat. Not only for yourself, it's for everything that is around you, for your people, for the rest of the beings, the animals, the plants, for the whole planet, for the whole universe. Taking a deep inhale, a long exhale for release. Feel the happiness of your body and your mind and your stillness and your calm. And one last deep inhale for a big Om all together. Inhale. enjoy the silence as much as you need to. Keep the position as long as your mind and your body allows you to. Keep improving and challenging yourself for the final approach, for the final goal in yoga, which is to stay still. In meditation, get to samadhi. Namaste. Thank you so much for being there one more time. Keep clicking and sharing the practice with the people you love and the people that think you need that they need to practice. And I'll see you in the next video, maybe in Denmark, maybe in Spain, maybe somewhere else. Thank you to Ashiyana for its collaboration and for being so lovely and taking care of this beautiful place. Namaste.